Hello everyone, my name is Taz and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, I've been wanting to record this video for a very long time so that I can implement these characters into my Synchro Saturday polls, and just so that you guys, along with the people that follow me on Amino, can get to know them and love them as much as I do. So these are all of my gemstones. I hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get on with it. So, this is my first and main gemstone. His name is Midnight Pearl. And basically his story is that he was a pearl that was made for the non-canon Black Diamond, but because Black was shattered before Pearl could form, and White Diamond had just lost a Pearl to Rebellion, the Paradox that took him in thought that if they reprogrammed his gem makeup, that he could serve White Diamond as her Pearl. So they did so, and he's been serving White Diamond for the longest time without any knowledge of the fact that he was supposed to serve Black. Now, Pearl has undergone lots of regenerations, and it was hard for me to choose on which one to go with for this video. I decided to go with his very first and very accurate regeneration, which is the one in which Black Diamond was never shattered and Pearl served Black Diamond as he was supposed to. I'm disappointed that I never really used this regeneration much, but I honestly really do love it, and I hope you guys love it too. It's now one of my favorite regenerations that Pearl has ever had. And so I didn't think I'd be able to pull off with the purple and black color palette, but it ended up working pretty well, and I'm glad about that. And so Pearl is currently, as he serves White Diamond, is in a relationship with Crystal Quartz, a Quartz soldier under White Diamond's rule, and they've actually grown really close, and they are now they have now had a gemling, which is pretty exciting for them, and I'm quite happy for them. Pearl has done so much work under White Diamond and is now going to do so much work as a father, and I'm actually really excited to see where that goes. So yes, this is Midnight Pearl, and I really hope that you guys love him as much as I. Next up is Appetite. He is a Crystal Gem OC, but his role on Homeworld was Blue Diamond's therapist. Usually what Appetite would do was, Appetites are used to convert negative energy and convert into positive energy. So his job as a therapist to Blue was to take her negative emotions and feelings and convert them into positivity that Blue could use towards her job as a ruler, because in fact the Pink had been shattered. The main reason that Appetite had rebelled in the first place was because he had admired how the Crystal Gems, that when he saw how they fought, he admired how they fought with fear, because he thought, in his mind, he believed that everyone needs a sense of fear so that they also, with that, have a sense of realism, and they can see situations much more differently than any others can. So when he saw the Crystal Gems fight with such timidity and fear, yet they were fighting so valiantly, he decided that that was where he should go, and so he rebelled against Homeworld and against Blue Diamond and joined the rebellion. Something really interesting about Appetite is, one, he usually speaks fluent French, and two, he will never take off his mask. Like, you won't be able to see what he looks like unless he trusts you that much, which is very rare. I really had much time designing him because, as some of you may not know, this is the first time that I have a stable coloring palette for any of my characters, and this video is the first time that I've come up with a stable coloring palette for any of my characters. So I really enjoyed how the colors came out. Okay, this next OC is Emerald. He's basically a soldier that was assigned to a Lapis Lazuli that was really close to Blue Diamond, and he was devoted to protecting her. However, it dawned on him that he wouldn't be able to necessarily connect with the people that he wanted to connect with because of his position as a soldier and a bodyguard. And so he went on a training to become his own court soldier who would still serve diamonds, but wouldn't be necessarily relative to any other gem. Now, despite this, he saw that he still was not able to befriend the type of people that he wanted to get to know. So he, along with Appetite, rebelled after a grand fight with his superiors. I'm trying to keep the story as short as possible for reasons that I'll try to explain later. I really had much fun designing Emerald. I really love his outfit as well as his hairstyle. I had a lot much fun doing his color palette, and he's really just a bubbly person overall. He's a giant teddy bear. He looks intimidating, and he's technically a ninja in most ways, but all in all, he's really just the sweetest person that you'll ever get to meet. And I only hope that I see him a lot of times in my Single Saturday polls. Some of these OCs that are in this video were from a giveaway that I was originally going to do on Amino, but got canceled because of popular demand. So some of them I decided to keep, and some of them I did decide to trash. The ones I decided to keep are obviously in this video. So anyway, this next OC that you are going to see is an OC by the name of Iolite. Now, based on the canon, we do know that Paradots are technicians, and I would like to think that despite the fact that Pink Diamond was shattered, that there'll still be some color variation and consistency. So I would think how Paradots are seemingly technicians for Yellow Diamond, that Iolites are technicians for Blue Diamond. And this Iolite is a very special gem. He creates softwares and devices for higher up gems to create. And so when he does this, he decides to put his mark on everything, like a signature or a small icon of himself, just so that people and gems who use the software know that he was the one who made them. He's making sure that they know that he is worth being part of Homeworld. And I honestly think that's a really good sense of pride to have. I really did love drawing him, only because like he seems like a really serious person, because he is serious about his work, but he is such a sweetheart. He will cry over anything, even whether it's happy or sad. And in terms of his design and color palette, I really liked how, despite the I guess you could say the closeness in value that the colors were, I really liked how they all came together to form his outfit and whatnot. And I'm really excited to get to show him to you guys. I really hope that you guys love him muchly, because he's just such an amazing character, and he really knows how to put himself out there and make sure that people know who he is, and I really admire that about him. Now, next OC is someone that I kept mainly because I really enjoyed their design. This next gem is Kunzite. And when I was first picking her for the giveaway, I completely fell in love with her design overall. She just seems like such a mystical and really just whimsical gem. Kunzite was a royal advisor for Pink Diamond, but Pink Diamond was shattered, and so she was moved to White Diamond. Now, the thing with that is, if you guys watched the Round Table or Slice of Otaku High, the Round Table had made a statement in which if soldiers could reflect their diamond's abilities, then Pink Diamond was a very powerful gem. She had the power to heal, to move around freely, to resurrect organic beings. Like, she was a big deal. So I'd imagine that Pink Diamond's court were very strong, very adamant gems. And that's where Kunzite comes in. Kunzite, being Pink Diamond's attendant, was a very strong-willed, very powerful gem, and she was usually comfortable with showing off her abilities. Unfortunately, after Pink was shattered, Kunzite was moved to White Diamond's court, and she had to conceal her abilities because um, Pink Diamond as well as her Rose Quartzes were seen as too strong. So Kunzite thought that if she were to show off too much of her power, that she would be taken out as well. So in order to live on, she had to mask a majority of her power, which was very sad for her because she felt she really did. Okay, this next OC is Cat's Eye. He is a gem that was supposed to be under White Diamond's rule. He was supposed to be a spy, however, he was made too big, and Cat's Eyes are usually supposed to be smaller as to not ruin their missions in terms of stealth. Not only that, but he emerged at the end of the war during the Diamond Corruption and ended up having a majority of his arm, actually no, all of his arm completely corrupted. He was able to stop it with his Negokinesis, which is a manipulation of shadows, but his entire arm was now a Shadow Claw. He, even after that, he tried to present himself, he shapeshifted himself to look normal, and he tried to present himself to White Diamond. However, he ultimately gave out, and he was supposed to be shattered, but he ran away before they were able to get a hold of him. I have been really excited to share Cat's Eye, only because I feel like he's a really mysterious, he's much more different than any of the OCs that I've already presented to you guys, and I was just really excited to sort of show the dynamic of how I create my characters. I really love his design, and I actually am really excited to see how he fares in certain Sacred Saturday polls, and I hope you guys are really excited to see how he fares in Sacred Saturday polls and whatnot. But anyway, yeah, so this is him. I really enjoy making his color palette. I really love how I sort of made the transitioning from his form down to his corrupted arm. And for the record, he does not have a weapon. He uses his arm a majority of the time, and it gets him by quite quickly. So I hope you guys really do like this gemstone as well. Okay, this next character is such a meatball. He is the cutest thing that you guys will probably ever see in terms of the characters that I make. This next OC that I'm going to be drawing, his name is Jade. And basically on Homeworld, Jades are meant to be catalogers and stockers, as in they take care of and organize all of Homeworld's materials. Jade was already a defect because Jades are supposed to be made with 4 aura arms, but Jade only has 2. At first, it didn't seem like as much as a problem to Blue Diamond, because it's only 1 Jade out of so many, and she thought that it wouldn't cause that much of a problem. Unfortunately, it did, as this Jade could not fulfill his quota nearly at all. His quota would be 5,000, and he would be making only 1,000 or stalking 1,000 and counting for them a day. And so he was meant to be shattered and replaced. However, he actually fought his supervisors and had only left when Blue Diamond got into the picture. And he fled along with Cat's Eye, who actually created a portal back to Earth while he was running from being shattered, and Jade found it right before it closed, and he jumped through. And that whole entire time that Jade and Cat's Eye were on Earth, they never knew that each other existed at all. Until of course later on. But I just had so much fun creating Jade. He was such a he's just such a cute person. I wish I could hug him. I wish I could have plushies of him because he's just such an amazing person. And I really hope you guys love him as much as I do, because he's just such a bundle. Next character is Rhodolite. Now I don't have this much of a story to him. He is a swordsman. He's the type of soldier, but he specializes in swords. And he was well known by Yellow Diamond, and after word got out that a Cat's Eye and a Jade had escaped Homeworld, he was sent to Earth to shatter them. The only thing is that when at first he didn't really have a reason to hate Earth or the gems that had ran away from Homeworld in the first place, but when he got to Earth, he fell in love with the planet immediately. And when he met Jade and Cat's Eye, he fell in love with Jade as soon as he laid eyes on him. And he explained his business being there, and Cat's Eye was the one that wanted to take out Rhodolite so that they would be safe, but Jade wanted Rhodolite to join their cause in protecting Earth. Rhodolite gave me the opportunity to be with Jade, and not really having that much of a reason to be on her world anyway, decided to take him up on his offer. And he did it in a very discreet way. Rhodolite actually took a few rocks and a few colored rocks and smashed them and set them on the floor, and took a picture and sent it as a report to Homeworld, saying how he, along with he shattered Cat's Eye and Jade, but he would not be coming back, and for reasons that he said that he will be trying to find much more gems and shatter them for Homeworld. And so since then, this next character doesn't really have much of a story to them. They're just a Sapphire OC that I happen to have, that I made as a friend for Midnight Pearl when he was serving White Diamond. She is usually very serious about her job, but when she has free time, she'll always stop by and say hi to Midnight Pearl and White Diamond and everything. I really enjoyed making her design because I haven't had a design for her prior to now, so I was really just winging this, but I honestly really love how she came out. Her hair, her clothing, everything, her color palette was definitely amazing to me, and I hope it really captures you guys as well. Okay, this last character, this is Almanite. He is a knight for Black Diamond, and he's basically all of Midnight Pearl's negative emotions were extracted from him and put into a single gem, and Almanite was made. He's usually very brash, really lazy person, but he is also a lovable, gigantic gem to be around. He tries his best to negotiate with everyone. However, he does have his own protocol for things, such as who can die and who can't. He's killed a bunch of gems in his day, but upon becoming an actual gem, he's done his best to make up for all of his actions and to serve the Diamond Authority as he has been dreaming of doing since he's been around. I had a design for Almanite way before I even did this video, and I just really I actually am in love with how it came out, how the final design for this came out in comparison to his original design. I just really love it overall. It's just so very adamant and formidable. He looks like a strong person, in my opinion. But I really enjoy how he came out, and I'm hoping that you guys watching have really enjoyed this video as much as I hope that you have. I hope you guys really loved getting to know all my OCs, and I'm really glad that I get to implement them into my fusion polls so that you guys sort of see all the things that they can create together. So anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Please go follow me on Steven Universe Amino so that you can be part of the fan fusion polls. And I will see you guys next time. Tazzyart signing out.